Um, my next video topic will be a topic that I haven't really seen anything extensive on YouTube before, and I'll take the liberty of showing you what it is. Yes, Digimon or Pokemon. It's a very interesting topic. As we all know, Pokemon is like, the favorite of, monsters. Mon is basically short for monster. And Digimon and Pokemon, they're names that sound similar, and they came out at the same time, so, there was once a debate, like, since Pokemon came first, was Digimon a ripoff of Pokemon, or, blah 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 blah. But, I disagree. Digimon is not a ripoff of Pokemon, but that's kind of a different topic altogether. But which one do I like better? Tell you the truth, I grew up with both of them, and I like both of them very, very much. But if I had to choose between the two and decide which one was overall better, I would go, although somewhat reluctantly, Digimon. Why, do you ask? Well, in a way, Digimon does what Pokemon don't. That's just the honest truth. It is true they both have monsters in it and, kids, but then again, seriously, people, almost every single anime in some way, shape, or form has kids and monsters in it, okay? Tell me with a straight face and tell me you haven't seen more than like 2 that haven't. I've seen more than 2. And if you're an anime fan, you've seen more than 2. Alright? What does it do that Pokemon doesn't? Well, it's not that hard to explain. So, basically, it takes more pride in character development. The characters in Digimon, or at least, the first 3 seasons. Season 4 was okay, but my top favorites are the first 3 seasons. The characters had more development to them, in real-world setting. They felt more real, I'd have to say. I also like the fact that the Digimon actually talk. That's really amazing. I know Meowth does, but that's about it. Other than that, Pokemon don't talk. And he had to personally... There's an episode in Pokemon where he personally had to teach himself to talk. I still remember seeing that episode back a long time ago, but yeah. I like how all the Digimon talk, And they're not like flesh and blood like Pokemon. Some who haven't watched it extensively might not know this, but Digimon stands for Digital Monster. So if anything, Digimon was inspired by the Tamagotchis, apparently. That's what I've heard, anyways. I'm pretty sure that's correct. In fact, never mind, I'm positive. So, and another thing about Digimon is it has way more villains. Okay? Don't get me wrong, Team Rocket is funny, they're awesome, I don't mind Team Rocket. And in the original season, their Double Trouble song was pretty catchy, actually. But there's just more villains in Digimon, more likable villains. Jesse and James are likable, but other than that, you don't really have anyone else. They're your main, big cheese when it comes to villains. But in Digimon, we had Etamon, we had Myotismon, we had Beelzemon, we had Blackboard Greymon, Myotismon, we had Oikawa, which was the guy that was behind the whole Dark Spores, and he had Myotismon inside of him the whole time. You had Emperor Ken, you had Devimon, you had the 4 Dark Masters, you had the D-Reaper, and there are more, but, I've already clearly made my point there, And, they stay for a while, and the other thing about these villains is, unlike Team Rocket, where they play the same note like 400 or 500 times. In fact, there was even an episode with Team Rocket where they, like when they blasted off, they're like, it's our 400th anniversary! But yeah, Pokemon was kind of that series that kind of, repeated the same note. I know they changed Pokemon and some characters around, like they replaced Misty with, I don't know, a ton about the characters. I'm not a good name person to some extent. But, yeah, Pokemon doesn't do it that much. It tends to like to play the same note, but just kind of change it up just a little bit. And that's really my point, it does everything that Pokemon doesn't. And it makes me care more about the characters and more about the creatures, hence Digimon, in it. And that's it. Peace out. So, yeah.